Bada boom. Bada bing. I should be on screen now. Yes. All right. Say hi to YouTube. This will be on YouTube later. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell down so the Ghost of the 13-month series doesn't get you. We can stay notified. Hey, why Aguero cucked the whole Tower God fan base? We gotta fight him. We gotta get him out the paint. Oh man. Sorry. Let me read what everyone's saying now. I missed a couple of things. My thought process from now. Who's Elaine? Who's Elaine? That's my thought process from now. I feel it. He said Ranker, not Aguero. Traumerei messed up. Facts. Possible family shin splints for the frisbee girl. Oh, you think that could be the okay? I can't take this. He's just a regular BS anymore. I understand. SE, stop that. This is scaring no one. Not the regular BS. Nah, I didn't. LOL, CBL out here. You're gonna eat that Shinsui? Yep. Ending a chapter with that line. SE back on his BS. I feel it. I'm so scared for Bam. Everyone's like making a face. Like a branch leader, a whole branch. Either way, Bam sweep. Trom didn't say anything about getting help from a regular, but regardless, Bam could slap her any non-family head with her mouth. Exactly. Leviathan is going to have a friend in there soon. I think Leviathan's about to become very prominent. It ended the whole family branch. Ooh. So the Hajin sung. um, they really said dance Shinsu flow like he's in a regular. That don't matter to Kirby. And remember on the first floor, he was in like a thing that was as high as like he's good, man. He's good. They should consider themselves lucky that Bam didn't just beat both Gustang there and right facts. Koreans fan legitimately hated this chapter. It has a 6.3 on YouTube, which is crazy because these chapters are normally in the 9s or on Naver. That's interesting. I want to go. Remember that day I went through their opinions on Tower of God. I want to go through it again and see how it's changed and evolved over the days. I'm about to run that back. Ruby got me dying. Donnie said Leviathan gonna have a friend in there. True, but bad with the conquer the animals wiped out a branch. About to be like, we side with him. I remember when Aguero was my favorite character. Dang, that's not the case anymore. My favorite character used to be Kunaran. My first read through. Now, even though I'm CBL, I am interested about the creature regardless. Also, the arrogant punk. That's not Leviathan secretly. What do you guys think? It says rankers can't help. What if that monster is Hemis Lime's lost animal? I was thinking that's the girl with the beanie, right? That's looking for a guardian animal. I wonder if they're trying to connect some of that stuff too, because she's on the ship still looking for it. And the FUG Invisible Girl, I think she cut and did her own thing. Again, who's ran? You know what? That's fair. That's fair. I'm not even mad at that. Well, damn it, man. Damn it, SIU. We need Rand content. My friend Vince is starving. He needs that. He needs to pop some lightning pills, some read-ons. He's starving over there, bro. What do you think of the chapter Naya missed out on the reaction? I think in a lot of ways this is one of the weaker chapters from the standpoint of I don't know that I like how the fight was interrupted. I expected it. I like that we still got the confrontation and it seems like they're gonna fight. But I don't know if I buy Aguero being like, oh well, hey, it's my turn. Like, why didn't they just disintegrate him and ignore him? Kind of is what I'm thinking. But maybe this goes to show that both of them were kind of fronting a little bit, and that secretly, if they can win through this means, it's better for their family. But it was. I don't hate the chapter. I'm not mad at it, but I got some questions. I got a couple of nitpicks and some questions, but it wasn't bad. I did like the blades going crazy and Traumerei just reviving it. Seemed pretty even so far from a combat standpoint, but I thought the shit talking that Gustang did was a little bit better than Traumerei's cash. But Traumerei was talking his piece. Diet Killua ain't been this way for a minute now. Now, first of all, he's better than Killua. All right. If you don't know, this is an anti-Hunter Hunter environment. I Tagashi catches stray bullets for me for no reason. No, honestly, I don't think they're that similar. But shout out to Turan. If Kunran comes back, I might start a YouTube channel because that's how much I love that kid. I respect it. Arrogant Punk had the flammability, so it might have been like a phoenix to that dragon from the nest with two heads. I personally don't hate this outcome, even though it was a hard blue ball. But I think it could have gone on for at least a full chapter. I think I agree with that. Better. He said he took it off. He took off his headphones like he did to Mourinho. Turn that off. My point is that if you're going to play escape game, why not just run when Gustin gave you a chance and use whatever plan you thought of now to get out of his clutches. At the very least, it wasn't nonsensical to me. There were morals that had to be on both family sides for the game and the war. Maybe when Traumerei fights seriously, he can fuse the animals into himself. I think he has like a to keep things simple, like a man beast form and full beast form. And I think he also can take on the characteristics of animals. Even something as simple as like taking the mask off and he has like fangs. Maybe he has talons. He could grow a tail and capture you, grow like wings and fly, even though he can just fly normally. Like I'm sure he can do all those things. I wouldn't be shocked. That's why when he said, if could you handle me if I wasn't hiding? But let's kind of go through it at the top. So we'll go through the top. Leviathan was reacting to this is my territory. We had the animals going crazy, right? So Gates of Babylon, aka Blades, Gustang had them going crazy and mincemeat everybody. And then Traumerei just remade them. But what was really cool is, and I wonder if fire is. Did anyone get the impression that Gustang's preferred like element is fire? He used a lot of flame user stuff because he's used a lot of fire. Now, it seemed to Cigarette is always somewhat the conduit for that, but he uses a lot of fire, and that's not something I could have said that I thought he was doing. Maybe I'm thinking just because of the Yeon family and what their specialty is. I didn't think anyone else would really be using elements of the sort, but he uses a lot of flames. Did anyone notice that? Um, Kun should have had told Bam the plan and made him step into the fight. Would have made more sense than a regular being couldn't be able to get between them. I agree with. I understand the frustration. I agree with you guys. I get it. I'm not mad at it. I don't like Kun being the one to come up with a simple solution. Like, why don't y'all fight somewhere else? Goku and Vegeta's dumbasses know how to do that. Probably gonna have something like that because I don't think just controlling and regenerating them is gonna cut it. Agreed. Kun shouldn't use Bam's notoriety for our benefit. Also, Kun using Bam as bait multiple times. He stays doing that. And it's funny because I remember him kind of getting mad at Shibisu and Hots and those guys for doing it a little bit during the name hunt station. Gustang uses fire a lot, but I personally think Gustang is just a master of any kind of Shinsu property element. Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair. Maybe it's the easy way for Shinsu to form without max input. He a hypocrite. But yeah, he mincemeated them and he burnt the flesh. But even by cutting them into very small pieces and burning it, Traumerei was able to reform them. Now, my question for you guys is: can he do this no matter what in general with any of his animals and creatures if he wants to? Or do you think this is a home field advantage thing? Do you think that these guys actually get a specific buff for being on their mothership or home floor? It's the same way, like it's hard to fight Hell Joe on the floor of death. Not to say Hell Joe is completely useless or weak elsewhere, but if you fought Hell Joe on floor 15, he's not as hard as fighting him on floor. I think 43 is the floor of death. Correct me if I'm incorrect, but yeah. He must be a chess addict because no way he believes Gusang is going to accept that and lose his hypocrite. For fire or chemical Shinsu reactions that cause explosion. Oh, maybe it's more for a chemical thing, kind of like the electrical storm of Liboric. Interesting. I didn't think about that. It's the book lover versus the animal lover, yet the animal lover is the shut in. Also, I don't know if PETA likes this, Traumerei. You just sicken animals and letting them die? Hey, yo, PETA! Yo! Get this guy! Couldn't watch full custody of man. Didn't Gustang date Ian Hanna? Is that why he likes fire? Did he? I thought it's I know him and Erasure were together. I don't know if they dated though. But Ian Hanna is supposed to be a virgin if I remember correctly. So maybe he's like, you're not letting me hit. This is whack, and he went to the other one, Erasure. Gustang just knows he looks cool by setting everything on fire when he smokes. You know what? You're right, Philly. You're right. Look, I look raw. Home field advantage, definitely. I think it's a matter of his Shinwan Ryu. He specified that it's a part of all his creature territory. Oh, yes. That makes sense. Gustang going to pull the periodic table of Shinsu. I've been thinking about the impressions Gustang in the Swiss Army knife the family has. I wonder if I assumed that would have been him, but I'm not mad at that. In a lot of ways, it makes. I wonder if it's someone else I think fits that role better. I think maybe. No, but see, Kunadwan is still known for being a Jian Sula, but he specifically already had 3 Shinsu qualities by the hidden floor. Food for thought. With the thought. I feel like he can do it anywhere. I don't think a family head would be that limited. But I'm just saying, is he stronger there or something? But maybe with the regeneration, that makes sense to me. I can see Gustang using a flame, even if it isn't his ideal attribute. Seems like a cocky thing to do. What's up, Lazar? What's popping? How you doing, brother? Strong with all the strong with all the applications, but not as good as the heads that specialize. So it's kind of like he's highly proficient in all the categories. Maybe a master of Shinsu, but he's not like he's a very good swordsman, but he's not Ari Han. I hear you. He's like reborn in a sense. Um, as far as like why I believe he's the strongest Alcobareno, although I'd argue there's only one thing he probably does better than all the rest of the Alcobareno. Where the heck was I at? Strong with all the applications. My goodness, chess addict versus nicotine addict gonna go crazy. I might use that one too. What do you think with the arrogant punk Shinwan he has talking about? Strong with Leviathan maybe? It's either some special creature or I actually almost believe like an Arcanak type, like an ancient that he has under his. But for some reason, I think he means Leviathan, and I don't know that Gustang knows that he doesn't have Leviathan. But then again, Leviathan is not in his all creatures thing. He sealed them in that crystal or whatever. So I think there was this like set of like 7 creatures that Traumerei specializes, whatever. Maybe that's his strongest creature. But I think no matter what creature Traumerei summons and manipulates and boosts, I think he's stronger than them. I believe that Traumerei can take on the characteristics and physical attributes and powers of animals and fight in a beast like form or beast man form or man beast form or full beast form or something like that. Like the same way maybe Yama has a full canine transformation, houndborn transformation. I think he can turn to something crazy. I wonder if Gustang has access to spells that even work on another family head. That's if you think that the ability for spells not to work is inherently an irregular thing or specific to BAM, because we know Arlene specialized in magic and spell casting and things of that nature. Some people believe that BAM's like de-spell, anti-spell, imagine I was saying imagine dragon, imagine breaker like ability comes from his mother's side, and the way that the tension comes from V. I don't know if anyone else is in that camp of thought though. Was a barracuda? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Shit, we in there. From this chapter, different Gustang and Traumerei are bored and want to fight. I think maybe they don't like each other for real. Did anyone else get the idea that these insults were generally personal? Not even like a like these guys maybe genuinely don't like each other, or by the time they went off to split off to do their own thing, they didn't like each other. I thought Leviathan too initially because he described himself as being extremely arrogant, not to obey Trom, and also because he actually made Trom feel fear, and he also has similar colors to the animals under Trom's direct control. I feel it. Wait, it would be cool if the African Punk was Trom without the mask because Gustang said that he hasn't seen an ugly face in a while. And with all the talk about him hiding, it could be the mask. I doubt it though. I like the idea that the signal for Traumerei to like get serious or transform is the removal of his mask. I like that. I like that a lot. Gustang is poisoning the Shinsu with his smoking. Trom gonna go for his Manilium doctor checkup and find out he's a Shinsu tumor. RP. I gotta say though, with how much he's antagonizing Traumerei and that he wants Bam and Trom's in special location, I'm thinking more and more Gustang might not want to kill him. Are you are one of the people under the impression that he wants him to get the memories he gave to Leviathan back? If I remember correctly, it was you and I can't remember who the other person was. I think what I don't remember who else it was. I might just calling someone a coward is very personal. Yeah. So are the two family heads gonna play actual chess? I almost thought when it said chess, it was gonna be like chess in a similar vein of Harry Potter, where there was real characters on the board. I don't know though. I don't know if I like that. I want with the fight. But again, here's what I think the silver lining is, and let me know if you guys think that I'm tripping if I agree. I think seeing family heads fight now all out in any meaningful fashion could be a make or break moment for the series. The fact we got a small tease and it's done now, and maybe you don't see it, could actually work in SIU's favor for not breaking the power ceiling. I remember seeing some comments, people saying that if this fight is crazy, and then like in 2 chapters, I see a regular or a ranker do something on the similar vein as to what these guys were doing, he's completely messed with the power scaling system. And I understand that, and I'm somewhat in agreement with that. So maybe in a lot of ways, him reserving this fight for a later time could be a good thing. But I don't know if you guys think that. I just wish it was done in a different way. I think Gustang doesn't even want to kill him. Fair enough. Gustang is more provoking, trying to take his own action instead of following Jihad. Oh, I think you're trying to free him from the control of the king, maybe? That makes sense to me. Like you're just a lack. You sit in the room all day and play with your little snake meat. I think the game is chess theme, not literal chess. I move Bam to G4. What's Bam? Is Bam the queen or the king? Could Bam only move up one space? I'm not good at chess or checkers or Chinese chess, checkers or chess. I feel like the only cerebral game like that I'm good at is Connect Four. As far as board games go, all I'm saying, I don't know if I'm good at Clue. I just never lost. I've never lost that Clue. I'm kind of nice at Clue, bro. Snake meat is crazy. Yeah, I said it for a reason. That would never happen. No ranker is gonna replicate what we just saw, though it was short. Do you think that anything we've seen here is on par or crazier than Urek's 10% punch? That 10% punch was crazy. Secretly, that reminds me. Let me pull this up real quick before I forget. Because I was thinking about doing this as a stream, and since you guys are here live, shoot, let me just ask the people, man. A stream of us doing this, does this interest you guys in any capacity? So, I'm gonna say Olivier. I'm so damn fake French. Man, could you do like top strongest people we have seen, like in an actual fight with actual feats, not something said about them. So essentially, to do a stream where I tell you guys to like go to chapters and go to find feats that you guys like and show them to me, and we make a list of the strongest 20 characters based off things we've actually seen on paper. Is that something you guys would be interested in? Let me know. Also, will Yuri, Cha the Traitor, and Snake just be relegated to the background? I guess they can't really interfere. But did Cha become a ranker? Because is he a blue hole? I don't even remember. Is he like officially a high ranker still too? Or was he like a blue hole? Are blue holes like, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know how that works. But I think they can't get involved, and I prefer that. I don't want the rankers involved right now. But I think Rack and Aguero are ranker level anyways. That's just my personal opinion based on the absorb White's ability, power, a portion of it. I think they can fly and stuff now too. Isn't this game a rehash of the Nest arc, aka Bam and Code trying to get to a certain location before the Fam trying to stop them? This is also kind of like the Fang game, the Fang Tooth Festival or some shoot. I feel like SIU wants a way to keep the games like the floor test involved. So he keeps finding these ways to implement them with like these deals and whatnot. But I think there's a better way to do it. I think Silver Lining. I think it is Silver Lining, and also this could serve as the hype up for the big fight at the game. I just hope this kind of thing with Kun doesn't happen too much later on. Bam is a pawn. I don't think that way I don't think the way we saw Yuri versus Karaka in season 2 was a benchmark in power display. And despite seeing Regular's fight following, I lost where I was at. Following that, didn't feel like it broke the immersion. Urek had a better display of power than these two burgers. Urek's 10% punch destroyed a bunch of mountains in the distance. Urek winning that stream then. That's okay if he wins the stream, but the other 19 could be interesting, right? Not a bad idea. Place number 10, Super Dude. I could easily see Urek being physically stronger and faster than Jihad, so Urek probably still has the best feet. I'm going to put in Calivan. See, Calivan, I think, has a lot of good feats myself. Number 1 greatest feat is still Yuri flooding a floor with roses. I don't know if that shit actually hurts anything, but the scale is still crazy. Hell Joe going to be up there if we do that kind of list? I think so. I think he deserves to be, especially in his territory. I'm not mad at that. Hell Joe got to be up there. He got misfit powers. Water jelly stop in the train will better make the list. So what I'll do maybe is I'll put out a video initiating the challenge, because here's what I'm going to do. I'll come up with my own, but I want you guys to have like chapters, seasons and chapters of great feasts you can find, and then you just show me in the chat, and we'll go through it. We'll make the list as a team. We'll throw it on my blog on my blog or make like a Google document or something. We'll have fun. We'll do it together. I think it sounds like a fun idea. I could do it myself, but I don't want to do all that work. So let's do a teamwork, make the dream work. All right. Personally, I could stomach the Kun stuff if his nervousness was very visible. So you think the problem is how I think with the way he pulled up on Traumerei the first time, it's I guess it's consistent, but you would think after just getting punked or played, there'd be some doubt there. I hear you, man. I'm not mad at that statement. Yeah, couldn't get a confident act, but we could still see that he was desperate. Here he was. He had like the, come on, take the bait. You also gotta limit what chapters we can talk in that stream because we don't want raw feats in there. Nah, we free, bro. Raw feats, F it. I want Tiara, I want Zamzam, I want all of it. I don't care. I'll make a spoiler warning. F it. Yeah, the games being forced into conflict is annoying. Even Korean fans, at least on Naver, don't like the constant uses of games. Lizard, if you have like access to where any of those the comments and stuff are, I'd love to go through them on stream again, like I did that last time. I want to see what Korea's thinking about it. So send that to me. I'll Google Translate if I have to and figure it out. So so yeah, school group project. He's definitely getting further along his desire to replace Eduan. That's kind of like that's the thing. Like there's so much here that makes sense to me, but how we got here to me wasn't seamless. He wants to be a family head. He wants to replace Kunadwan. Maybe he's been in the presence of his father so much that the idea and concept of a family head doesn't scare him to a T. Maybe because he's Kunadwan's direct son, he knows that if Traumerei and or maybe Gustang messes with him, he could possibly invoke. I could see it going the complete other way. I don't care. Invoke the fury of his father. Kunadwan is ranked 6 above both of them. I think he's stronger than them. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of things going, but I don't know. I don't know. Sniped by 4 ads. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry, man. I feel so bad. I gotta take the automatic thing off. I'm not gonna let you guys have a bad experience like this, even if I make less money. Not that Twitch is giving me any of it anyways. It might be time for Kick. Let me know. Kick is cooking over there. I got sniped too, but at this point I exit the stream and to get back in. Damn, I'm sorry, y'all. But okay. There are some other agenda. I've been reading to the services. I want to keep going. So yeah, he called his landfill. And then I appreciate Traumerei trying to clap back with like, but if you get killed by garbage, what does that make you type of thing? So, I appreciate the clap back. Reminds me of what Zoro said to what's his name? The clown dude. It goes from Shiki's crew, who made the fuck, I don't remember his name. Anyways, yeah. Um if you keep running your mouth like that, you'll get squashed by the trash and die. How amusing, blah blah blah. He's like, how amusing, amazing. How long can you hide behind these bugs when you know they won't be able to do anything? What if I wasn't hiding? Would you be able to handle it? What do you guys think that means? When he said, if I wasn't hiding behind these animals, you think you could fuck with me? What does that mean? Kick agenda, we're good. Yep, Bezos. Yeah, we don't do it. It's a little shaky with Kun right now, but at least it's not out of nowhere, in my opinion. Some president for him to act like this. Yeah, hey man, make your money. I appreciate y'all, but your experience matters to me. I really never made money from Twitch anyway. To be honest, YouTube maybe a little bit here and there, and I got the Patreon, but I never got paid from Twitch secretly. So, but now I know why. They take half of everything. But all right. I'll see if I can maybe toggle it or circumvent it in some way. I'll see what I can do. I'll have to ask like Jay or Town Dude, because those guys understand this app more than I do. I just stream and I go. I gotta stop doing that. But what do you guys think? That meant? Do you think that means if Traumerei fought him straight up? I wouldn't put it past Traumerei being physically stronger than Gustang if he has those animal buffs and animal like attributes and whatnot. I'm not saying that I think for subscription, I was told they still take half. I think what I was told with if only thing that is 70-30 is bits. If you donate bits, apparently. I don't know. Let me fact check all of those things. I've been actually slowly going through terms of servers because I know I'll know that stuff. Yeah, Traum has to have some sort of transformation ability. Streamlabs is an option. I don't have Streamlabs. I have regular OBS, but what would Streamlabs do? Let me know. Traumerei bag ain't shallow. His bag is deep, eh? Got a deep bag. A Kyrie Irving type bag. Honestly, I'm eating this chap. I'm getting curious for the creatures and stuff. I'll continue snorting a lane coffee. You know what, brother? Yo, pass me a bag of that coffee. This is his last chance. If nothing comes of this, I'm upset. This is his last chance. Yo, pass me a bag of that. Let me sniff some of that, man. Hold on. Like, I'm about to regret this. I'm about to regret getting hope in my body. I'm so upset. When is Yama? Oh yeah, Yama's still over there doing whatever he's doing. I wonder where Yama's at, man. Furry ears, Traumerei might be dangerous. I told you, Sonic Fox mode is coming. Furry mode. Um, I think Gustang is like the Batman Shikamaru type. If he has something prepared, doesn't matter if you're stronger. Okay. All right, my brother, I'll toss you 100 of copium. Not the copium. Y'all need rehab. How many times will I fall for this? You can't keep getting away with it. Yeah, I definitely think from an overall intellect standpoint, Gustang is probably the smartest character we know thus far. I think Shibisu and Aguero and Rachel and some of them you can make a case for, but I think Gustang is probably the smartest character we've seen. I do think from a Shinsu ability standpoint, I think Gustang has the upper hand here, but he's on the anima. No, I wouldn't be surprised if you can use it at a very low level or a lower level than Traumerei. But I do think at this point, I would not be shocked if like Traumerei's like, all right, fight me, and like his hands turn to like some dragon scale, like rapid rapids or something, or like he turns into like the Kraken hand and he pulls you with the octopus, and then when he pulls you in, his hand turns into a dragon fist or something crazy like that, or you try to like hit him and like turns this part of his body into a turtle shell to like just tank the hit or something. Like I do think physically he could enhance himself in crazy ways we may not be considering. I don't know though. I think I'm just hype. I'm like, what can they do? What can they do? A single and lame name drop finna hit like crack. Just watched his chess game. He about to say only let you win because you were so terrible. Oh my god, bro! If a name pops up next chapter, I'll explode. Tron would it be Sun Eater? Sun Eater. That's from what's the Will you read comments from the Traumerei versus Gustang video on stream? You mean the one that I put out recently? I don't mind doing that. I can do that. Right, I can do that. Um, I'll probably make it his own video, so I just for more content. But well, yeah, my hero. Yes, my hero. He's with Mirio and the other girl. The other girl. The other girl. Yes. Yes. That's fair. Yeah, I can do that. I don't mind. I gotta be done. I gotta wrap this up in at least half an hour though. But all right. Let me just keep going a little bit. See if anything I want to comment on. Did the scene of Aguero actually like just not being blown back by the attack and Bam being like, ugh, did that legitimately actually bother anybody in a tangible way? I want to know. I saw it. It's obviously like, what the hell are you doing, man? I guess optics kind of matter, but I'm not about to go crazy because of that. I'm not about to go crazy. What if he feels it more because of Leviathan or something, or because he's an irregular and he could really feel the power and can't even tell how strong they are? I don't know. It was whatever, kind of lame. Okay. Even this guy's kind of like, yeah, wasn't that phased? Fair enough. If it's now, let's run away. I can do it. And he just he's like, well, we'll play chess. You go to that area. We'll do this. We'll do that. Blah blah blah. So yeah, it didn't bother me because I don't take anything from this series seriously anymore. That's totally fair. That's kind of funny. Oh man. If you can arrive at the location and he added his extra stipulation, then we had the El Baba going with them, and then the Shinsui that ended the branch. So, what do you guys think this means? Do you guys think this means that there was 21 branch families of the Lopobia, and now there's 20 because whoever this creature was, it destroyed that other branch? That's the general gist that I'm getting. I just thought it had something to do with the firefish. I could kind of hear that too. Maybe not. Maybe he's not feeling the heat specifically because of the Elaine, the Yeon family's his phoenix down over there. Until it was pointed out, I didn't care. I did notice it, but it wasn't that big of an issue. It didn't bother me. It's annoying because when a ranker said afterwards that he should step back. True, certainly possible. At least it was during some point of the local beer history. I don't know if I can rate the branch families like Bam is stronger than them. I think Bam is stronger than everyone that's not a family head at this point for the most part. That I maybe a blue hole you can make up, but he's definitely got to stop with the. No matter how strong he is alone, not even he will be able to handle it. Like I don't know what he's just been doing. What's up, East Blue? What's popping? I thought she'd be in the court. Oh, you want to talk? Come talk if you want to talk about it, man. I was in the court earlier with Glam. If you want to come chop it up for a little bit, let me know. Let me know. Well, I was in there earlier with Glam for the Kuberi discussion, but what do you think, East? What do you think of the chapter, man? You hop in? All right, come talk, man. I'm in there. I'm in there. What's up, man?
Nayo Giri.
East Blue.
Yeah. What's up, chat? So wait, how much can we talk about?
Everything. I read the chapter
Everything.
already.
All right. Basically, like you said, I figured this wasn't a like Poon said, fair enough. This wasn't a place that two family heads should be like fully flexing. So I always knew it wasn't gonna go all the way. But what we got, I was still fucking sad, like just enough. Because then it says like, okay, they'll still come back and clash again later on. Hopefully he skips through all the other bullshit because we already know what Bam gonna do to all that Shin Wahoo and all that shit.
Oh, and ended the branch family, and your friend, and you. We're about to eat you. We're food to
Yeah,
him.
yeah, your food there basically like that fast. But back to the topic,
Secretly.
boy. Gustang was talking that shit, boy.
Talking that cash.
Boy, ass money. Liberian gang out.
Master reader. Chain smoking addict.
Oh shit! Damn it! Oh, well, I gotta go real quick. Damn, I thought I had more time.
Oh, dang.
All right, my bad. I see y'all.
Just holla at me later. Just text me when you're free. I'll talk to you. I'll be around. All right, brother. You opted for 2 seconds for real, for real. Later, my brother. Um, I'll only be fazed by these supposed tough opponents if the creature actually messes up Bam. Then tell them I'm CBL. You have to prove it to me, and you have to justify it. Cause Sea Snake, White, Tierra can't grab him. Holland looking kind of, what I'm saying? Like, you gotta prove that to me. He came right under the left. I respect it. I don't think this is SLU just trying to create some sense of danger with the Shinhui, but a sense of danger Bam don't mix. Yeah, he has to understand that he's ruined that. Like, I don't even need him to artificially attempt to create that level of tension and suspense. Don't bother. Just do your thing is essentially what I'm saying. So Holland really did get cooked. My tongue. What does he even do? Bro thinks he's on the team. Oh my god. Yeah, he's not him. But y'all think Tierra will be one of the people chasing Bam again when the game starts? Like, who are they bringing? You think Traumerei is just going to bring all of his branch leaders to go after them? And then I wonder if Gustang will bring any of those demons we saw him pull up on the hidden floor when he pulled up to get Rachel and stuff on Xian Hihan and what's Xian Hihan with Dorian Frog? So yeah, it would have been a blue hole instead of a Shinhui. It might have been better. I could agree with that. I hope so because I want my Tiara face. I'm in there. Would definitely make sense of Tiara and even Ozzy's going. You think Mate made us there? Thank you. Bye, Volkswagen Beetle. Appreciate the follow. Welcome to the gang. We need more. We do need more Tiara panels. I think I could finally. I should be able to drop my Tiara video soon. Now I think I should drop it. I didn't even realize I didn't put it on the page. But yeah. What do you guys think is going to happen next chapter? Well, at what point do we skip back to the tree with Yama and the Arlene tree and Mule Love to go and what they were doing? At what point? And does Gustang, can Gustang hear them? Does he know that Bam is gonna run to the Shinhui? And like, I don't know how every irregular was, but you kind of can't bet against them at this point. It's like not a good bet to take. Like if I was Gustang or Traumerei, I'm like, ooh, he'll never escape because I put this guy there to stop him. You're not stopping. Like delete. Think of all the ranker people he'd been beating for a while. Charlie, delete, cracked Calivan, White, high rankers, Godot, who was working him, took his leg off. Goddamn ham hum, the dude that when I remember when he took the test as a C rank regular. What are we doing? He's him. He's high ranker level. So you forgot. Traumerei was talking ish because Tira wasn't on the field. They underestimated Bam for real. Bam subjugated Leviathan, who was difficult for Traum. Yeah, like he's. I don't know. I don't know what to do with this inconsistency when it comes to some of the things with Bam and stuff. I think it's just something I think at this point I'll just accept it as a reality. But it is an issue though. I'm not gonna act like it's not an issue. It's an issue. Bam subjugated Leviathan, who was difficult Traum. What's Shinbi gonna do? Facts. As if every irregular that appeared in the tower after them outperformed them. If SIU changes to Yama now, he'll get a 5-1 neighbor. You think so? He's fighting for his life over there in Korea, huh? That's crazy. That's kind of funny though. But yeah, let me disconnect this. Sure, my call was fine. Let's close this. Let me peep something real quick. Well, Leviathan wasn't subjugated, just that he took the sealed Leviathan inside of himself to better contain him, but he thought Leviathan was too dangerous. And he fed his memories to him. I swear I've got those footage what I remember when the most arcade was discussing the deepest, darkest, blackest it's fucking stupid move. Kane Houndborn transformations. Yeah. I could understand the Badger guy not knowing, but Traumerei, you've already seen him kind of like battle against some of your people and get to where you were at in the nest. Like, yeah, I'm not sure. What was everyone's favorite panel this chapter? You have a favorite panel? What was the best panel in this chapter? I like the one with all the animals coming towards Gustang. He just does not budge. But the one where he steps on a cigarette too and it bursts into flames is also cold. Decisions. I got choices. Yeah, I might go with that one. Gustang stepping on the blunt. Gustang burning the flesh was fire. Yeah, the flame burst. Feel it. What about Sam? I like the panel. The panel with Gustang standing steady. Yeah. From the winking. You talk about this, my boy. This moves you tremendously, huh? Look at this. God, I hate that wink so much. What was your favorite piece of dialogue? Yum, 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 yum. Gustang standing in front of the flame, look amazing. Face got gotten much more punchable with time. You know what? Couldn't Wicking has to be a certain Rax image now. It might have to. I'm about to start using that. You would never guess who he was wicked at without context. It's a big fact. Oh, honestly, can I read this? I think this. Sorry, I don't know if you're still here, Pat again. I don't know if you wanted me to read the comments off of my own video. I could make it its own separate stream or something where we do another raw stream or something. But can I go through these? I want to see what people are saying in the comment section here for a second on actual comic. I'm livid. I'll just say that AA did exactly what I didn't want. Nonetheless, a good chapter. It started off hot and cooled off for me. I can respect AA's will here, but damn it, we wanted to see them go crazy. To be honest, I don't think the fight, the family heads have been hyped up so high in my mind. Anything SI can come with will only be a letdown. Them being pushed around like a chess piece by Kun doesn't really make it less of a letdown. At heart, it just means neither was confident in facing off, which means they acknowledged there were risks to their own existence if they continued on. Yeah, I'm getting tired of games at this point. Wish they would just go and climb the tower. Most of the tower stories reach a standpoint where they just abandon it seems. I agree with that. that's the case, you're probably reading the wrong webtoon. Then SLA created a series of tests and games where the focus on the webtoon, not punchy action. But that's not what's happening. By Ryun. I just wanted to know what you meant by the comment part. I kind of already expected someone to come up to twist the plot so couldn't conjoin, but the way he did it, I think that's my biggest gripe. I'm not mad that was interrupted because I think we all somewhat expected this to happen. I don't think we all thought that we were going to see two family heads. I don't know how far along you think we're in the series fight all out right now, but like, I think there was a better way to do it. I did someone say they think Loose Like was gonna come and advise something, but I don't know. I don't think Gusting and company know about Leviathan yet. I think maybe Traumerei is fully aware of the device inside of Bam. He could be using this agreement to go have Bam go to the aquarium, fight the divine sea fish, and consume his power. We know he likes the advantage of people for their benefit. Kind of like, I don't know about that one. I think he's reaching. If the place where Gusting wants Traumerei to be can be moved, can they just do the match on the floor so high that the regulars can't reach it in 1 week? True. Time for a wreck to pop in. I think it was certainly wasn't the best solution, but not the worst way to handle it, in my opinion. I guess I could say I guess that makes sense to me. Like, if there were six options, one being the best, six being the worst, maybe he picked 4 or 3. Is that fair? Or maybe someone thinks it's 5. Maybe that's fair. So what happens to the traitor storyline? I think he just gets pushed to the wayside. I'm not sure. I don't know because I don't know. That's why the comment about him dropping certain plot threads, they don't amount to anything. I thought that was a fair comment in the section I was reading. I might go through these and make it its own little video. I kind of want to see what the community's thinking. An administrator stopping them would have made more sense, or at least stepping in and being like, okay, I can't stop y'all if y'all do this, but just consider you might mess the whole floor up or something, or maybe you'll turn it into something akin to the floor of death when Enryu came in and went crazy, even though he bodied an administrator. Different story, but yeah. Yeah, 3, 4 sounds about right to me. I'm leaning towards 3 personally. I'd probably go 4, but I'm not mad at that. Truly, really and truly, but oh, the blades are moving me. I wonder what else he can do, man. What else he can do? I want to see some crazy Gustang feats and stuff like that. When do you think the gloves will be off for this series? When we can just see any character, no matter how strong they are, what their ability is, just go all out or use their abilities without him having to hold back? I understand for earlier in the series, especially if you're not a good power scaler and you can break the glass, you'll break the glass ceiling. I think some authors are good at showing you how strong someone is. Like, here's the strongest character in the verse in chapter 6, and not break that. Like, actually have all the characters be weaker than that or work their ways to it. But I find, especially in Eastern storytelling, a lot of the times, they just do whatever they think is cool in the moment, and they're not overly fixated on power scaling. I don't think you have to be, but I think there should be a logical internal consistency. That's all I've ever said. Trader storyline, it could become more irrelevant now or pushed back later during the game or something like that. After chapter, surely. I'm thinking maybe the grandpa may have straight up been a traitor. The one that was Laura's great grandpa or whatever, and maybe that like happens to them, whatever. After this arc, you mean? All right, well that's fair. JJK did that with Gojo, the strongest. Yeah. I actually made a video on that. I don't know if I left it on the channel. It's called how to handle an overpowered character well. I actually do think Gojo is an example of having an overpowered character be established really early in the series. And it works really well to the point that my favorite part about it has always been, I'm not going to spoil anything because I'm not caught up with JJK like that. I know what happens though, is that no matter how powerful all the enemies were, no, I'm saying I don't want to spoil anyone in the comment section. I don't know. I'm not caught up. I'm not caught up. My point is, sorry, what the fuck was I saying? No matter how powerful the enemies were, they always had to account for Gojo. Where is he? What's he doing? Is he involved? Does he care? Like, they couldn't just do anything because if he gets involved, the planet's cooked. Even the dude in his best friend's body, Geto, with the brain transplant or whatever, and that meant a lot to me. So yeah. Honestly, what was the point of the Snake Man storyline of this arc? I don't got an answer for you. You got to ask Slave in Utero. I got to ask him, man. I don't want to talk about JJK. People are gonna get upset. Oh, I heard that he messed up badly. I don't know though. I'm not caught up. I'm not in that camp. I just caught up to One Piece on Friday since like May 12th. So yeah, I definitely think so. I'm just asking Naya. Forgot he made that video a while ago. No. I think it's a good point. Like I do think you could have overpowered characters be in a story or be constantly there. It just depends how you do it. Like I don't think even Raziel from Noblesse was the worst example of this. Because the more powerful he used, the more of his life force and lifespan that he utilized. I think it's a bit of an extreme case, but my point is you can work with that and do it in ways that just depends on how competent the artist and the writer is, creative team, or if you're the writer and drawer, how competent you are. It's just about, to me, like I always say, execution is everything. I think Steve will be handled during this escape, possibly. Maybe with is Laura with them? I don't know if Laura's with them because Shilia and Lilial's there, so it could evolve to something more. We'll see. So, anywho, you guys be safe. I do have to head out. I gotta chop these up, and I will leave this video up until tomorrow. So tomorrow before I go to bed, I will unpublish it. So if anyone missed it or whatever, I'll tell them they have like essentially some time to catch up. Thank you guys for the support as always. I appreciate y'all being here. Yeah, I'll stream tomorrow. I don't know what yet, but expect a big Spider-Verse and Tears of the Kingdom discussion within the next 2 weeks. Peace. The Patreon gang. Big shout out to everybody who supports me on Patreon. I truly appreciate it. Shout out to the CBL. That's the certified BAM lovers. But I gotta give a bigger shout out to the Priests of Fire. Those are the certified brilliant lovers. Are they the real CBL? I don't know. They just might be. But incredible big shout out to the Fifth Zen Gods, my tier 3 patrons. Big shout out to Abdel, Alan, Andrew, Ashu, Childish New Jabbis, Danny402, I think one or I, Dang, Tris, Fairs, Johnny Rogers, Lazy Dragon, Lucky Roo, Makai, Maury, Rap ZB, Revenant, Scobe, Shoddy to your body, Simi, Sonny Kathapali, Ticos, Tino Brown, Rec Mazzino, and Zachary Cooper. Whoops, I lied, there's 2 more. Zodiac, Nemiko, and Zyler Scotty. Your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you. And for anyone who wants to know how they can support me without giving me money, you watch as much as you can, you like the video, you comment, you share, and you tell people about me. Spread the word about the legend of Hemmings. All right, I'm out, man. Yeah.